Today our lesson is on multiplying decimals, and you will be able to model multiplying decimals and be able to multiply decimals. Okay, so on your notes you have these little squares, and in each square there's a big square. Okay, there are 100 little squares, and each little square represents 1/100th. Each column represents 1/10, and each row represents 1/10. Okay, you'll multiply the two numbers, and whichever squares have both colors, so our green, will be your answer. So of course we're going to do some examples to see what we're talking about. This first one, it is 7/10 times 400. So we're going to shade in 7 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7 rows. You can change colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you're going to count how many boxes have both blue and red, or whatever colors you use. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So there are 28 out of 100 squares that are shaded in both colors on this square. Okay, we're going to do some more together, and I want you to think about what is happening, what you are doing when you're coloring in. Okay, this next one is 3/10, so we're going to shade in 3 columns, 1, 2, 3, and 6 rows. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to count how many squares have both red and blue. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 out of 100 squares are colored in both colors. Now try to do this one on your own and then check it. You can pause the video. Okay, so we have 2/10 times 3/10. So you have 2 columns, 1, 2 columns, and 3 rows. 1, 2, 3 rows. Again, we're going to count how many squares are colored in both. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 out of 100 squares are shaded in. So the answer is 6/100, 0.06. 6/100 is not the same as 6/10. If it was 6/10, there would be 60 of these squares shaded in. There are only 6, so the answer is 6/100. Do the next 3 on your own, and you can pause the video. Okay, so to check real quick, you would have 8 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you do shade or color in all of the squares in each column and row. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. When you count, you would get 56 out of 100 squares that are shaded in both blue and red. So it would be 56/100. The next one, 5 columns, 5 rows. If you were to count each square that has red and blue, you would get 25 out of 100 squares. Okay, last one, 9 and 9/10 times 4/10. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 rows, 9/10 times 4/10 is 3,600. So there are 36 out of these 100 squares that are shaded in both black and red. So what do you notice about these modeling equations or modeling multiplying decimals? If you notice, okay, you're going to fill in the bottom of your notes now. It says to multiply decimals, you're going to multiply the numbers as you would two numbers without decimals. After you've done that, you're going to place the decimal point in the answer. To do that, you're going to count the number of decimal places in each number. The answer should have the same number of decimal places as both of the numbers put together. And here's an example. The first one was 7/10 times 8/10. 7 times 8 is 56, and there is 1, 2 places in the problem, so you're going to count 1, 2 places to the left, and then place the decimal, so it is 5,600. We are going to do some examples together. It's on the back of your notes. I selected just a few of them. The numbers will match the numbers on your notes. Or here's 7, 8, and 9, sorry. Okay, we've multiplied these out already and gotten the answers, but we have to place the decimals in the correct place. So this first one, you have 5 and 6/10 times 1 and 2/10. You have 1, 2 places in the problem, so you're going to move the decimal 1, 2 places in the answer. So you get 6 and 72/100. There's 1, 2, 3 in this problem, so you're going to move the decimal 1, 2, 3 places in the answer. You get 9 and 65 thousandths. Try this last one on your own. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 total places. So you're going to move the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4 places in the answer, and you get 5.5872. Now we are going to multiply the problems and move the decimal. For this one, you have 7 times 1/10. Well, you're just going to multiply it regularly. 7 times 1 is 7. There is 1 place in the answer, so you're going to move the decimal 1 place here. The next one you're going to do is number 3 on the back of your notes. Remember, you do not line up the decimals when you are multiplying decimals. Okay? You do not do that. So we have 2 and 45/100 times 35. 5 times 5 is 25. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. 0 as a placeholder. Remember, keep everything lined up. 5 times 3 is 15. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Add them together. Get 5, 7, 5, 8. The decimal is moved 1, 2 times in the problem, so you move the decimal 1, 2 times in the answer. And you get 85 and 75/100. Okay? Try this next one on your own. It's number 5. You can pause the video. Okay, remember, you do not line up the decimals when you're multiplying decimals. So you have 3 and 84/100 times 9/10. Then just multiply regularly. 9 times 4 is 36. 8 times 9 is 72, plus 3 is 75. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 7 is 34. Move the decimal 1, 2, 3 times. Sorry, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3 times. And your answer is 3 and 456 thousandths. Okay. Do this next one on your own and check your answers. Number 6. You can pause the video. Okay. Do not line up the decimals when multiplying decimals. So you have 216 thousandths times 7/10. 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 4 is 11. 7 times 2 is 14. Plus 1 is 15. The decimal in the problem is moved 1, 2, 3 times. So, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So you move it 1, 2, 3, 4 times in your answer. And you get 0.1512. You don't always have to rewrite the answer. I'm just doing that so you can see exactly where the decimal is. Okay. This is a word problem. It says Jamal bought apples for $1.69 per pound. If Jamal bought 2.5 pounds of apples, how much money did he spend? Okay, we're not going to estimate on this one. Okay, so we are going to multiply $1.69 times 2 5/10 pounds of apples. 9 times 5 is 45. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 is 34. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. 0 as a placeholder. 9 times 2 is 18. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Add it together. Get 5. 8 plus 4 is 12. 8 plus 4 is 12. 3 plus 1 is 4. To move the decimal, it goes 1, 2, 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. However, we're dealing with money. Money in the United States has 2 places after the decimal. Okay, so we are going to round our answer because we have 3 places. So we're going to round to the hundredths place, which is the second 2. The 2 looks to the 5. What does the 5 tell the 2 to do? To go up. So the answer for this problem is $4.23. Remember, when you're rounding, whatever number you underline, everything else falls off. Try this next one on your own. You can pause the video and start it up whenever you finish. Okay, so let's check it. You have $2.39 times 15 gallons. 9 times 5 is 45. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 4 is 19. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 0 as a placeholder. You get 9, 3, and 2. Add it together. 5, 18, 5, 4. Sorry, 3. Went too fast there. Okay, 2 plus 1 is 3. To move the decimal, you go 1, 2 times, 1, 2 times. Okay, since there are only 2 places here and we are dealing with money, you do not have to round this one. So the answer is $35.85. If you need to go back and read the steps on how to multiply decimals, you can, or to look at any more examples, you can do that also. If you have any questions after you watch this and possibly watch it again, you can ask me questions.